Today I'm interviewing Harry Shaw of Curiosity Shop, Bullet, Export and Garth Rocket and the Moonshiners. Hi Harry, how are you doing, mate?
Fine, thanks very much. Fine.
Harry, you've had a great career in music, haven't you? Performing on many of the clubs and pubs in Liverpool and big stadium gigs as well.
Done the odd gig in the odd pub, yeah.
Playing on the same gigs as Deep Purple and Uriah Heep, Def Leppard. Anyone else?
Slade, Pink Floyd, I don't know, millions I suppose, too many to remember.
Senile
dementia now.
What would you say was your highlight of the career so far?
Highlight? I suppose there's been a few highlights. It's one of them things, I think if you're in bands you get certain little stages where something happens and it's like, hey, that was good, I enjoyed that or whatever. Like playing the Empire Liverpool's a great buzz, the Royal Court's a great buzz. If you play in your hometown you've got like one of the biggest venues there, it's a nice buzz. Support tours with Slade, Uriah Heep, Deep Purple, yeah, all great buzzes. Probably playing the Albert Hall was like, that to me is like a venue, it's like prestigious, it's like you want to play at a venue, that is like I think where you'd all reach to play to, somewhere like that, and we've done that with Deep Purple, so that was like probably a highlight. But I've had loads of highlights that could go on all night, but I put that down as being playing the Albert Hall as a highlight.
You ended up playing it in England.
Yeah, well that come full circle, yeah, in the end. It was like ended up being Garth Rocket and the Moonshiners, which was like, yeah, he's a nice guy, we had a great time, good fun. Yeah, got a DVD out of that, I suppose, and little EP, things like that. It was good, it was interesting, I enjoyed it, it was great.
How did you get involved in music? When did you start?
Well, I would think my brothers felt, I suppose. I had two brothers who played guitars. One was in the RAF sort of band, like a sort of Glenn Miller type thing, in the RAF, the Royal Air Force band. And my brother was in like a little skiffle group and they used to rehearse in the back kitchen in our house. So it was like, I'd watch them rehearsing actually, and that sort of give you this sort of feel and thought, I like what they're doing. It was only like Lonnie Donegan, the Everly Brothers, but that's basically what was around at the time, a bit of Buddy Holly maybe, and that's what sort of got me into that sort of learn how to play guitar, because there was always a guitar in the house, so I picked the guitar up. My brother showed me a couple of chords. I still only know 6 chords today, but they're the same ones. And basically it progressed from then. People in the gang, in like your local gang, would play guitar or whatever, and then it led on from there. Just ended up a little group, and then someone actually out of where Mick Rowley, the guitar player, worked, was splitting up, and they needed a guitar player, singer and bass player. So we joined them, and they were already playing. They were called A Mistake, which we kept the name on because they had gigs, and we did get a lot of slagging off with the name The Mistake. People would say it was a mistake, it is a mistake, so that name went. And the Curiosity Shop, can't even say it myself, you can edit that, can't you? The Curiosity Shop was then born because we changed the name, and that's how that created the first band, The Mistake and the Curiosity Shop. And
what year was that?
I'd say 66, 67. That's rough off the top of my head.
Who would you say is your biggest influence musically?
There's millions. Like I say, probably learning things like the Everly Brothers, Buddy Holly, Lonnie Donegan even, like I said, that's what I was brought up on really. But Elvis come along, amazing, everyone wanted to be Elvis I think. And then the Beatles, what can I say? To me, I'm a Beatle fan.
Same, great band.
Love them.
When you eventually signed a record contract with Export and you were sent out to the States, how did it compare recording in America, making demos in Amazon and Kirby?
Well, I'd done a little bit of recording before, i.e. with Bullet and with The Shock, we'd done a single anyway, so I'd done little bits, done an album with Bullet and a single. But we used like the actual facilities in Kirby with Amazon, the 8-track studio, just to put songs down and ideas, if you like. And then after a certain amount of time we had enough songs really to do an album. So with the help of people like Mike Burson, who'd like done a little bit of artwork, we give them about 1 and 6 I think we're doing that. John Marlett, a few photographs, we got about 1 and 11. It was all done on a very cheap scale type thing, but you know, we sold a few copies of that, and that was our very first album as Exports. It was really demos, but we had decided it were all right to put out as like an album, so we done that, and of course to show our wares what we were about, to try and get a deal as well. You know, that was what was the question you asked me?
Well, I believe you played in Philadelphia, didn't you? Or you rehearsed.
We actually went to Philadelphia to do the album.
Yeah.
That's where we recorded, in Warehouse Studios, with a guy called Lance Quinn. So to go there and do an album with like a proper producer and all that was like, it was amazing. Yeah,
you worked with Bon Jovi?
Bon Jovi, Lisa Ford, people like that. Yeah.
Yeah,
it was another highlight of my career.
Very good. Your son Andy, well, I call him Andy. Everyone knows him as Andy Shaw in Liverpool.
It's Andrew.
It's Andrew, of course. Yeah. He's a really good rock singer as well. And I've seen him in bands like Say, Quest, and To Die For.
Yeah.
Did you encourage him to play, or was it just a natural progression?
I suppose be like a natural progression, because I did not encourage him, if you know what I mean. But I suppose I was in bands before he was born, so I suppose when he come along, I'd be like, he'd be a young kid, and I'd be like either rehearsing or learning songs in the house, walking around, singing songs. It took me about a month to learn a song, so he probably knew it better than me. And probably thought, I can do that, which he did very well.
Very well.
It's not just like it's all like a father saying he's great, but
everybody does.
Yeah. So it's on someone sitting not too far from you now who said it to me.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Well, he's just made a new album, hasn't he? In the States?
He has, yeah. With a guy in the States now, just a songwriter. Asked him to sing a few songs, so it's ended up in an album. Yeah, they're called Paris, which is the guy's second name. He's Italian origin, and it's called Paris. So just after like a distribution deal now, and I give it to you. So I hope you like it.
I do actually. I've been listening to it. I believe you met Paul McCartney at the Cavern when Curiosity Shop were rehearsing. Is that right?
Yeah. What happened was we basically were managed by the guy who owned the Cavern at the time, which was a guy called Alf Gagan. So we were in a fortunate position where we could rehearse there every day of the week if we wanted. So depending on where we were playing or whatever, we had time, we'd rehearse. And one day we'd been rehearsing, we're just packing the gear away. And this guy walks in, and we all look and we think, it's Paul McCartney, and he's with a bird, a lady, a woman, a tart, whatever you call it at the time. And that turned out to be Linda McCartney in the end. And a young child was with him as well. Now at this time the Beatles they were huge. I mean, they were so big, bigger than it's been explained once before. They got told off for saying it was bigger than Jesus, but they were huge. They were really massive. And for one to walk in, it was a bit, a highlight again. They keep coming up, these highlights, don't they? In my hair. And basically come across, had a little chat to us, and we asked him things like, he had no bodyguards with him, how'd you just walk around? Like, are people going to mob you? And he said, no, by the time they discussed, there's Paul McCartney there, the other one will go, you're joking. Then he said, it is. By the time they discussed, 9 times out of 10, I'm gone. But the odd one will think it is me or is me, and I will sign autographs. I'm not immune to signing autographs. But anyway, just little questions like that. He had a look around, wished us luck, and went. And then we phoned Alf to say Paul McCartney's just been, and he was really upset because he had a visitor's book. I want him to sign the visitor's book. All these people like Howard Wilson and people like this, whoever come, dignitaries would sign this book. So as it happened, when he left, he said he was going to Rushworth's, or Rush's as we know it. So me and Sammy at the time went, followed him, asked him would he come back, because Alf wanted him to come back. He said yeah, as long as no press there, and he come back, and met people like Billy Butt was there then, Paddy Delaney, the old doorman was there, the staff, Alf's daughters. There was quite a few more people, but there wasn't any press, which he was impressed with. That's nice. And so Alf had just gone out and bought a new camera because he didn't have one, and a few photographs were taken. In fact, I think Linda McCartney took a couple because she was in photography, I think, at the time. And one of them photographs now is on the wall of the Cavern, which is another highlight, I suppose. I mean, there's a picture on there with the time Paul McCartney come back to the Cavern. So there's a picture of us, he's sitting on our drums, and we're There's me, Sammy, Mick, Billy, and I think Billy Butler as well, and Paul McCartney on the drums, and that's on the cavern now, bolted down so you can't take it. So that was the story of meeting Paul McCartney, and I've never seen him since.
Thanks very much, Harry, for letting me interview you today.
It was a pleasure.
No problem, thank you.
Thank you.